Hello everybody, my name is Nick and you're watching for the Leet unboxing video for the Canon's EOS 77D. Now when we open the box, here we have the power cable and the instruction manual and warranty card. Then here we have a neck strap. Here we have a power charger. Then here we have a battery. It's Canon's LPE17, and then here we have a new lens, 18 to 55 millimeters. This is a new 18 to 55 millimeters STM lens, and I will get to it later. And then here we have the camera itself. Now let's first go over the specifications of this camera. This camera has a 24.2 megapixel Direct 7 processor. ISO goes from 100 to 25,600, but it may be extended to go to 51,200. It has 45 AF points, of which all are crossed-up with a Dual Pixel AF. When it comes to the shutter speed, the fastest is 1/4000th of a second. Viewfinder has 95% coverage. When it comes to the frame rate on this camera, it can do 6 frames per second. It shoots Full HD at 60 frames per second. It does not have a headphone jack, unfortunately, even though other than that this camera is absolutely great for video. It does have a low energy Bluetooth, which is great for saving energy on this camera while connecting it to your smartphone, while it at the same time has NFC and Wi-Fi. The battery can do 600 shots, and it has a totally new interface, and it has a touch screen, and it has built-in time-lapse. So now what makes this camera so great? Well, with the new interface, it's just totally different and it's much more intuitive. This is the first camera with this new interface. Now the main difference is the interface. It's just totally different on this camera as opposed to some other, but not some other, but all the other Canon Rebel series and professional cameras. The interface is just so much more intuitive, and it's just basically made to be used with the touchscreen. Unlike some other cameras, like for instance 700D, where you are going to be using touchscreen mainly to zoom in the photos when you're trying to find focus or trying to check focus. Now, this camera is just made to be used much more often with the basically touchscreen. Now when it comes to the AF for the video, this camera is absolutely great. You do have 45 AF points, plus it's Dual Pixel AF, so you're gonna be pretty much set for video shooters. You do have a quite nice ISO range. Now if you're shooting video, this is probably one of the best options that you have on the market if you're on the budget. If you are already using Canon's if you already have Canon lenses, this camera has quite nice build quality, and it's not that big. With this tilt shift, you can shoot from awkward angles, you can shoot yourself, and you can shoot just any way you want. And with the ISO on this camera, you will be able to shoot even in some dim lighting. When it comes to the AF, you're gonna be pretty much set, because you do have a Dual Pixel AF with 45 AF points, and it's just gonna be extremely great for video. You will be able to rely in most situations on your AF. Now let me just talk about this new lens. Now, this is the old version of the Canon's STM 18 to 55 millimeters with the image stabilization, and this is the new version. Now when it comes to the minimal focus distance, it's the same 0.25 of a meter, but the pretty large difference is the size. As you can see, this new lens is much smaller than the old lens, and the difference is quite noticeable. Now also one difference is that, as you can see, when folded down completely, it's at 18 millimeters, while this is at 35. and when it comes to the 18mm it extends, then goes down, and then again extends at 55, while this just extends from 18 to 55. Now this is not such significant difference. The two most significant differences is that this is much smaller, and it's well, it has a disadvantage. As you can see, this is f4 to 5.6, while this is f3.5 to 5.6. So when set at widest at 18mm, it's gonna be quite a bit dimmer than this lens. But you do have to trade off size for the light. You're watching Leet. If you like this video and if you like this product, leave a comment below. And if you like this video, leave a like, share or subscribe. Until the next time, goodbye.